G'day everybody. It's 10:30 a.m. on a sunny and bright morning, and it's probably going to get pretty hot and humid here today. So I thought I would show you guys two tricks that I like to use on hot and humid days to cool my car off a little bit more quickly. Now these tricks will work with cars that have air conditioning, but I don't have air conditioning in my 2009 Hyundai Accent. So they're generally tricks for cars that don't have air conditioning. Although again, they will work with cars that do. So these are two tricks to just make things a little bit more comfortable, or in the case of one of them, to cool your car off a little bit before you even set off. Yeah, without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so the first trick that I mentioned is basically taking advantage of the fact that hot air rises and cold air sinks in order to get all of the hot air that's stuck in your car on a hot day out of the car quickly before you set off. So what you do is you go around your car and you open one of the windows a little bit. Not a whole lot, but just a decent crack. So just going to go to my passenger side here and put down my window just a hair, not the whole way. Then you go back to which other side of the car you didn't open. So let's say your driver's side in my case. And what you do is you open the door and you shut it, but you don't actually latch it. You just open it and shut it, sort of like a bellows motion. So I've got my door here, gonna open it, close it, open it, close it, open it, close it, not the whole way. And essentially what you're doing is that bellows motion is going to be drawing in cooler outside air from the door that's open. And because hot air rises, any hot air that's trapped in the car is going to be forced out the high open window on the other side of the car when the air is drawn in from this side and expel that hot air. So it doesn't make a huge difference, but on a hot day it will make a noticeable difference in cooling your car off a little bit quicker before you actually set off. Now the second trick that I mentioned in helping to keep yourself cool in the humid and hot weather of the summer is involving your climate vents. So whether you have AC or you don't have AC, there's a trick that you can do with your vents that at least will make you, the driver, more comfortable if you're only the one in the car. Pardon me, if you're the only one in the car. Sorry, can't talk today. But basically, what you do is you close vents. So if you're the only one in the car, like I am today, I don't need these vents because I'm not sitting there. So by closing these vents, I'm blocking off the air from here that is running in those vents and out of them that's being directed over here. It's basically making the force of the air coming out of these vents stronger for any given fan speed. So if I have this on 1 and these vents are closed, it's going to feel more like it would if it was set to 2 with those vents open. So A, I'm saving a little bit of gas because I don't have to have the fan on as high. And B, all of the cool air, whether you have air conditioning or not, that's coming in from outside or from your air conditioner is being directed at the vents that are facing you. You can also adjust your climate control to whatever your preference is. So for example, when in my car, even when the vent is set to only top vents, a very small trickle of air still comes through the foot vents, and that's enough to keep my legs comfortable while I'm driving, even if this is set to the top vents. So this is more a matter of you playing around with the settings on your own car to figure out what works best for you. But at least in my car, with this set to air only on top and these two vents closed, there's a noticeable difference with the air that is coming out of these vents and being directed at me. So I, personally, as the driver, am far more comfortable. Alright, so there you have it. Just two little tricks you can use to help cool off your car. I don't always use the door trick, but it does make a noticeable difference when you do that before you set off. It'll get some of that hot, stale air out of your car. As for the vent trick, I use that one all the time. I don't have AC in my car, so I keep the vents on the passenger side closed so that the most air that I can is directed at me to keep me a little bit more comfortable while I'm driving. So yeah, take those tricks as you will. They might help you, they might not. But no harm in passing along potentially helpful information. So if you like this video, feel free to comment with your own tricks if you have any. Like the video if you like it, downvote it if you don't. It's your choice, of course. And subscribe if you would like to keep track of what I've been up to on my channel. I don't post very often, but hoping to change that in the near future. Anyway, have a good one, folks, and be kind to each other.